Mm. I think a major element of this meditation or any spiritual practice is patience. That it takes time and sometimes a lot of time in order for the chakra system to truly mature, develop, ripen inside, and for for us to undergo like fruition, a whole new level of looking at the world and understanding life. But it takes time. Nature tells us, that it takes time. I mean, we eat vegetables, we eat fruit, we eat all kinds of things that come out of nature. And it really takes time for those things to ripen so that they're digestible, they're edible. And we're no different. We have to ripen, we have to become digestible and edible, and we have to truly, allow this maturity to take place inside that makes it possible to have a spiritual life. The child in us well, there's two types of children in us. One is this wonderful, innocent, beautiful, person. And the other one is this impatient, complaining, you know, and has no patience. It's like I remember I told that story of taking a train ride with my daughter years ago. And, I mean, every 30 seconds, when are we going to be there? When are we going to be there? And I remember telling her, Nia, we'll be there when we get there. And she said, oh, and this work is no different. When are we going to be there? We'll be there when we're ready to be there, when we've done the work on ourselves that allow us to open in the kind of depth, to be able to truly connect with higher energy in the universe. It's that immature part of ourselves that wants to be there, like in 3 days. Why do I have to wait so long? Why does it take so? I have no answer to that, but it takes what it takes. And a person has to truly, ride the waves. And one day, suddenly, you don't even know when it happens, but one day the whole way you perceive the world is different. And it's permanently different. One day the heart is open and it stays open. And that, it's how we ripen as human beings. That's how we learn, how we attain knowledge and wisdom. We have to build a system inside that enables us to do it. And one day it just happens. And you can't even pinpoint exactly when it happened, but one day the whole world that you see is different. So a big part of this is having patience with oneself, having patience with other people. And then as we get older, we ripen. We ripen. We don't impatiently want things to happen when we're not ready for them to happen. But when they happen, we're really ready. And it completely takes us to a whole new level of living, a whole new level of consciousness, because we're ready to take that step. We have done the work. on ourselves. Does anyone have a question? Well, questions are hard to come by in the last few. Does anyone have a question? Well, silence is good too. Silence, really, so much is learned in the depth of silence. It enables us to truly also touch parts of ourselves that in many cases we're afraid to go to. Okay, if there are no questions, then it'll be class on Tuesday. Again, as I say, God bless you all. Thank you. Thank you for being here, being in my life. I hope these classes are truly rewarding you with the depth of understanding that is very important if one wants to have a spiritual life. You know, what is a spiritual life? I mean, it's like that Japanese saying, before enlightenment, carrying water and plowing the fields. After enlightenment, carrying water and plowing the fields. The difference is consciousness. We do it consciously. And it's the same activities every day, you know? But they're done consciously. They're done with love. They're done with compassion. They're done with deep sense of our own humanity. As Rudy said, with a deeper sense of surrender. So remember that. Don't think enlightenment is going to suddenly, I mean, the same things, but except we see them a little bit differently. Our hearts are open. There's love. We forgive the people that, their indiscretions, their mistakes they make, the problems they create for us. We forgive them. And it enables us to go on with an open heart. Okay. If there are no questions, thank you. God bless you all. Have a wonderful Sunday, and I'm looking forward to seeing everybody in a couple of days. Thank you. Bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Stuart.
You're welcome.